Welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
I'm Babcock.
Welcome, Babcock. How you doing,
Michael
man?
Babcock.
Michael
yeah, I'm doing
Babcock.
great. I'm excited.
This is the first, if you're just joining now and you're wondering, we do this in the morning.
Right.
But now we're doing it in the afternoon.
I am so grateful, Branson, that I get to be the first one to do this for the afternoon version. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. I thought of you immediately because I've always wanted you to come in here, but the morning you're so busy
there's a lot
writing
going on.
stories. Everybody knows Mike. He's the head producer, executive producer of TMZ Sports. I am the head of TMZ Podcast, head producer. So they kind of went, who can do this at this time of day?
Yeah.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
Everybody else went home.
Whenever you need me, I am here.
And you're always here too, late. So it's perfect timing. But this is the afternoon version. So typically in the morning, we cover the biggest stories coming into the day that we're breaking. But throughout the day, typically, and not typically, all day long, we're getting updates. There's new breaking news, especially with a story like we're going to talk about today with Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother, who was taken from her home. It's just a horrifying case right now.
It is. I remember, I think it must have been on Sunday night and she's reported missing Sunday afternoon, right? By her family. She doesn't show up to church after having dinner the night before Saturday night with her one of her other children, not Savannah, one of Savannah's siblings. And I think you hear an 84-year-old's missing, Branson. You say, okay, maybe it's a situation where she was confused and walked off. Right. You know, one of those like silver alert deals where you get on your phone and there's an elderly person missing. And you say, okay, that's scary, but she's okay. And then on Monday morning, as we learned that there's reason to believe that there was forced entry into the home.
And there's blood in the home as well.
And then
blood outside the home, too.
Right. That's when it's like, okay, something is not right here. And
there was some type of struggle. Obviously, alleged struggle here. And authorities did say that they found that she was taken from her bed. I don't know how they found that out. These details are still really gray right now. But we do have a massive potential update on this case that came into TMZ today. In the email here at TMZ, we got an email with an alleged ransom note demanding big money.
Yeah. I'll say I've been doing this, albeit on the sports side, for like 12 and a half years at TMZ. We've had a lot of big stories, covered a lot of big stories, never seen anything like this. Like you said, we're sitting there, I think we were filming TMZ Live at the time, and you get this email in and you start to read it, and it's somebody who is essentially saying they are responsible for the abduction, if that's what it is, of Nancy Guthrie. And like you said, Branson, they are demanding, we won't say how much money exactly it is. And by the way, and this is, I think, most important, we immediately turn this over to police.
Before we publish.
Read it, turn to police, whatever they've asked from us, we have given to them.
Pima County Sheriff called them, let them know everything that we got. So in terms of...
But they say they want, this incredible amount of money in Bitcoin, not in U.S. currency, but in Bitcoin. And they give this Bitcoin address, which is a real address on the blockchain. Not that means it's legit or not legitimate, the note, but it's a real Bitcoin address where you could actually send currency to.
Right. And all that we know in terms of details that we can speak about is that in this note, there was a deadline for payment. There's an or else type demand threat as well if the Bitcoin is not transferred. And then there's also, and this is really interesting in terms of proving that it is real, there's a mention of items related to Nancy's condition or belongings, including one item she was allegedly not wearing. So we don't know what these items really are. We just know that they were giving information about something inside the home that only someone who did this would know.
And I mean, that's one of the two things. I mean, the money and that caught my attention. Like, okay, this could potentially be real. I mean, those couple of details, we won't say exactly what they are. But, again, to preserve the integrity of what the police are trying to do here. But those two things I have not seen talked about anywhere else. So it might lead you to believe that, hey, there is something to this.
And I mean, this typically happens. Harvey mentioned it earlier. Outlets typically receive ransom notes like this when they're trying to. And I did see on the news on Twitter just before I got on here, X, that someone posted that a news station in Arizona claims that they also received this letter. I don't know if it's the same letter, but also, look at the fact that this person's putting a Bitcoin address in this. It's a little hazy. This could be somebody trying to profit off of this whole situation, profit on maybe someone who doesn't understand this whole thing that well and wants to send money to the address to help.
Right, clearly, yeah, exactly. Right. Good point. And obviously, Savannah Guthrie has done incredibly well for herself. She's got a big job. She makes a lot of money. If anyone out there is trying to take advantage of something so horrible, I mean, you can imagine that, for their family, for her, she's 80, to have their mother, 84 years old, she's gone, and you have no idea, blood outside the home, and then for somebody to potentially, try and exploit the situation for money.
Yeah.
So gross.
Yeah, I was talking about it with Devin this morning. Put yourself in the shoes of Savannah, in the family.
Imagine, right? Can you imagine
where
that?
your mom is.
Hard, yeah.
I talk to my mom twice a day.
Right.
And it's like, I can't even imagine what she's going through right now.
You're making me look bad. Sorry, Mom.
How often do you talk to your mom?
Call you later. I text a lot, not on the phone every day, though. But I should. No, I should. You're doing the right thing, Branson. Good for you. Yeah, we text.
Yeah, that's cool.
We text, but you're doing the right thing. I'll be better, Ma.
Yeah, please be better. Please be better, Mike. It's important to note, too, that Pima County Sheriff did address this themselves on X, on social media, posting a very brief message. We are aware of reports circulating about possible ransom notes regarding the investigation. We are taking all tips and leads very seriously. Anything that comes in goes directly to our detectives who are coordinating with the FBI. This is serious.
Serious
They're
stuff.
working with the FBI, too.
FBI, and obviously the FBI's got a lot of experience with ransom, with kidnapping. I mean, that's kind of their bread and butter. And just shows you how, they're trying to get help anywhere they can, Branson, that they've got Border Patrol canines, too.
Yes,
Really, find people. That's kind of what those dogs do, and they are using those canines as well.
To make sure that someone that's maybe crossing the border or coming back in, which we've seen happen before. What was really, really, really shocking to see was this Newsmax reporter that went to the home of Nancy Guthrie today and posted this video all across the internet of the alleged blood trail outside the home at the door.
Right.
Did you see this video?
I did. And it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what's inside the home. And I think you start to say then, like when the sheriff on Monday was really careful with the words he chose. And he said, that there was something alarming that he alluded to having seen inside the house. And I think now when you see the outside, you say, okay, if there was blood outside the home, then presumably blood inside the home. And what happened inside that made them say, this is not someone who walked out the front door.
Right. And what comes to mind for me is, what's the motive here? What is the motive to target?
Is it a target? Is it because of Savannah Guthrie? Mm-hmm. Is it random?
Somebody they know?
Right.
Know that.
That's one of my big questions here.
And they are looking at sex offenders in the area. They are looking at everybody.
Right.
The most important
Who the hell kidnaps an 84-year-old woman? I mean, who kidnaps anybody, period, but an 84-year-old woman?
That's extra cruel. I'm not saying that anyone else is not cruel, but of course. That is just horrendous.
Right.
You put yourself in the shoes and it's horrible.
Right. She's got medical problems too, by the way, and needs medication, so...
Right. And it's unclear if the blood even belongs to her or the person that did this.
Right.
But when I see blood on the front porch of something like that, what leads me to believe is someone's being dragged out the home, and then there's a struggle. Then you think she might have been screaming, and then you think neighbors would have heard this.
Right.
There's cameras everywhere. Teslas have cameras now. There's probably a lot that they have that we don't know yet.
I think so too.
And the sad thing is that time is of the essence here.
Yeah.
And she needs to take her medication, which is fatal if she doesn't. And I believe she's on a blood thinner, which is one of the medications, and pacemaker as well.
Right.
And if she's not doing that, it can be fatal very quickly.
Right. We're approaching like potentially 72 hours at this point.
They say for 72 hours.
Is right. And we're kind of getting there.
I hope it ends. I hope it ends.
Me as well.
Yeah, right.
Happy ending here.
Well, moving on to a completely different story.
Yeah, really.
Right, completely different. You guys have been talking about this one all
day.
You guys talking on the TV show.
And this was big last night. I see everyone on Twitter, on X, on social media talking about Raw and the Bellas being back.
Right, it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
If nobody knows this, I host the TMZ Wrestling podcast here, Inside the Ring.
I'm out of my depth talking about wrestling with Branson, but I'm going to do my best.
Have you here? I'm glad to have you here because
I know Cooper DeJean, so I've got that part of it. Yeah,
I don't really. I know Nikki Bella. Nikki Garcia. So Brie Bella came back at the Royal Rumble over the weekend, and it was a big deal. You guys got to know it was a massive deal to see the twins together again. Because every guy growing up, it was like, wow.
Yeah,
I'm just being real.
And they still look amazing, by the way.
Oh my, they look fantastic. They look fantastic. Nobody thought Brie would come back. Her husband is in AEW. And if you don't know this, AEW and WWE are big enemies.
Yeah,
not enemies, but they're not on the same.
Right, big rivals at the very least. Right.
Ryan's in AEW, and no one thought she'd come back to WWE. No, but she came back, and so of course Monday Night Raw happens last night in Philly, and they both come out. let me tell you this: there's fans crying over this.
Really?
Yeah,
like
crying.
Emotional over them being back.
I wasn't crying. I had a different emotion going on.
Did you?
Yeah, a little different emotion going
got
on.
you. Yeah,
I'm being real here.
I think I might have some of the same, but
oh wow,
yeah.
Wow. Hey man,
yeah.
They are Cougars, I heard, which is what we're going to talk about. Right
well, here's the thing: they're about my age. So.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were younger than them.
Maybe a little. But it was an awesome moment.
It was a great moment. Awesome. They went out there. We've all seen the rumors, not even rumors, like they were casually dating.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. And that's what she said.
Tell me about this.
Yeah. So it's interesting because it's funny, and you talk about growing up. I think this guy probably had like a Bella Twins poster on his wall. He is one of the best football players in the world, Branson. Cooper DeJean.
Okay.
He is.
How old
here's
is he?
The funny part. He is 22 years old.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is 42 years old. So he is 20 years younger.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it looking at them. Like they look like they could be the same age, but she's a lot older than him. And so this happens. The Raw last night happens right across the street from the link where the Eagles play. The crowd is saying "Coop" for Cooper,
right?
And everyone's like, okay, like they're dating. They are a thing.
Yeah. But we have reported on that she has remained that she's single.
Right. Today she said that.
She said that
today,
and she's focusing on her son.
She's single.
So
I don't know.
Maybe it sounds very casual.
Yeah, I think that's what
she doesn't want to put a label on it,
right?
Because honestly, it's kind of I feel like it's a little embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing for someone
from
like
the
age.
Yeah.
For the age, it's a big age, and I don't think you want to put a label on something if it's going to end that quickly.
Right. I get that too. If she addresses it and talks about them dating, then then it instantly becomes more serious. And maybe they're not at that point. Maybe she just wants to have fun with this 22-year-old football player. You know what I mean? He's like an incredibly handsome guy. He's such a great athlete. So
she did address
it, for her.
She addressed the crowd chant. She said, "I mean Pro Bowl, baby."
Yeah.
You know, the crowd went crazy after that. So at this point, I'm sure he was at home. This kid is just having a great time.
Can you imagine it? Yeah, he's sitting at home watching Raw, or he's playing in the Pro Bowl actually. So yeah. Good for him.
Good for him.
And good for her, too.
I don't know the extent of that relationship, but a lot's happening in WWE right now. I'd love to see him make an appearance. I feel like they should, because ESPN and WWE have a new partnership.
Makes sense.
They should do something Friday night.
We've seen other,
ESPN.
Let's go, right? I mean, he's not playing, right. His team won the Super Bowl last year, and not playing in it this year. He's free.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Come on, WWE.
Do you watch WWE at all?
I watch more clips like
the highlights.
Yeah. Because I try and stay up on it, and I know, even if it's not my personal cup of tea, I know how passionate the fans are. I've went to events too, and it's really awesome, honestly.
Right.
Like, even if you don't like the wrestling, just seeing the passion of the fans, I think is really cool, legitimately.
Yeah. And the fans can be kind of too passionate sometimes.
A little bit.
Being real with you.
Yeah.
Some of them think it's real. I spoke to Drew McIntyre 2 weeks ago, and he told me that a fan backstage lunged at him.
Really? They
him
were mad at him
after he won the championship against Cody, a Cody fan who won a meet and greet at a raffle.
No.
And he said, "This is not scripted. This is real." A fan lunged at me backstage over the belt, and I'm like,
that passion, too much passion. But
I don't get it, man.
It's a credit to how good they are at selling these things.
I don't get it. But hey, we talked about this forever now. It's probably time to move on to the comments.
Cool.
Let's start with the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie abduction story. Liz the Biz says, wishing the best and prayers for Nancy Guthrie and her family. This is also real right now and so raw that it's easy to talk about it as news like we always do, but it's a very tough thing to
when you consider that Savannah is sitting somewhere right now and she has no idea where her mom is.
And Nancy, too, if she's alive right now and she's sitting in a room somewhere.
Just the terror.
I really hope that this gets resolved quickly, and that if this ransom is real, then we figure that out quickly.
Right. Yeah.
Lisa Panier says, "I think it is a target." I think so too.
Yeah, it doesn't random just doesn't seem to make sense to me.
But it also brings a level of fear now to journalists out there.
Right.
You know, like being targeted, their loved ones being targeted when certain news breaks. Yeah. But Savannah wasn't really that political.
No, I don't think so either. I'm sure, look, everyone's got their beliefs, right? But Yeah, I don't know how she feels about things. I haven't heard her. She's not an overly political person.
Right. And there's also the crazy stalkers that will do this. So you never know. David Horse, 800, these are miscellaneous comments. Branson turned heel on TMZ's Inside the Ring, hitting a chair on Roger over Royal Rumble. He did see that. You must know, a few hours ago. By the way, guys, we had a new episode come out today where we talk all about the weekend and how crazy it was in Saudi Arabia. And I did hit Roger with a chair.
Real?
Yeah,
I like it.
No, it's not.
Is Roger okay?
He's okay. Yeah, he's fine. We started the episode afterwards.
Okay.
Deal, but I hit him pretty good. So you can go check that out. It's on TMZ Sports YouTube channel.
Right.
So if you want. By the way,
I'm a little nervous sitting here next to you now.
Liv Morgan coming on the podcast.
No, awesome.
The winner of the Royal Rumble coming on for her first long-form interview since winning on Saturday.
Awesome get. That's good. That's a big get.
If you're a big fan, or if you're just a big fan of her, I know I am.
My guy Lucas is a big fan of her too.
Is he really? I wonder why. Is it because she's pretty or something?
She's a good wrestler. He likes
good wrestler.
Likes her moves.
Really good personality too. Really good personality. Last comment. D Hani fan. I don't know what that is, but they used to have a Sunday show called Heat with recaps from the week and jobber matches. I remember that. Yeah, that was a very long time ago. Very long time ago. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the comments we have. But Babcock, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I had a good time. That 20 minutes already was quick.
For sure. It went so fast. It was really fun.
When you're having fun.
And guys, please, every day we're going to be coming back in here. I don't know if Babcock wants to come back or if
whenever you want me, I'm available.
He'll be on here with me. We'll be talking about stories in the afternoon, new updates, breaking news from TMZ at 2:45 p.m. sometime in the afternoon. And again, you can catch it on Apple and Spotify as well. And Charlie Cotton, he'll be back next week for the morning podcast. So don't worry, you'll still have your fix with Charlie. Thank you, everybody.